Every school day, I trudged along the familiar path from school to my home, a routine that had become second nature. The sun dipped low in the sky, casting long shadows that stretched across the sidewalk. Little did I know that beneath the veneer of routine lay a sinister force waiting to unravel the fabric of my reality. The bell rang, signaling the end of another school day. With textbooks clutched in hand, I stepped out into the crisp autumn air. The street ahead, usually filled with the laughter and chatter of students, now lay silent. A strange stillness hung in the air, as if the world around me held its breath. As I ventured into the quietude, my footsteps echoed in the eerie vacuum of sound. The shadows grew longer, dancing on the pavement like malevolent specters. A chill crept down my spine, a sensation that whispered of unseen. As I walked, the wind began to whisper secrets that sent shivers down my spine. Indistinct voices, too soft to decipher, emanated from the rustling leaves and swaying branches. I quickened my pace, hoping to drown out the unsettling murmurings that seemed to follow me. The trees, their gnarled branches clawing at the sky, cast ominous silhouettes on the ground. I glanced over my shoulder, half expecting to see figures lurking in the shadows. Each time I turned, the wind carried a melody of whispers that teased at the fringes of my consciousness. Halfway home, a peculiar sensation enveloped me, the sense of an unseen presence walking alongside. Glancing to my side, I caught glimpses of elusive shadows that mirrored my movements. Panic seized my heart, and I quickened my steps, but the unseen companion matched pace. The whispers in the wind intensified, coalescing into disembodied voices that murmured my name. Dread clung to me like a suffocating fog, making each step heavier. No matter how fast I walked, the unseen presence persisted, a silent companion in the fading daylight. The shadows, once mere extensions of lampposts and trees, now morphed into haunting figures. Humanoid silhouettes with elongated limbs and featureless faces lurked at the edge of my vision. Desperation clutched at my throat as I tried to convince myself that it was a trick of the fading light. Yet, the figures moved with purpose, their silent footsteps echoing mine. A cold sweat broke on my forehead as I dared not look directly at them. I could feel their gaze, empty and all-encompassing, boring into the core of my being. In my haste to escape the shadows, I took a shortcut through an alley I seldom traversed. The narrow passage was swallowed by darkness, and the walls seemed to close in on me. The whispers in the wind transformed into haunting laughter, echoing off the unseen walls. I stumbled over unseen obstacles, my breaths ragged and uneven. The air felt thick with an otherworldly presence. Glancing behind, I glimpsed the haunting figures converging, their silent pursuit unrelenting. The alley, an unfamiliar labyrinth, led me deeper into the heart of the shadows. The laughter grew louder, blending with agonized wails that reverberated through the narrow passage. Panic gripped me, and I sprinted forward, the alley stretching endlessly into an abyss of darkness. With each step, the unseen presence closed in, the figures now overtaking the shadows, their ethereal forms illuminated by an otherworldly glow. I felt the fabric of reality unraveling, the boundary between the tangible and the spectral dissipating. In the abyss, time lost its meaning, and the boundary between worlds blurred. I stumbled into a clearing where the shadows converged, swirling like a vortex. The haunting figures stepped forward, revealing their faces, empty voids that absorbed the feeble glow of the spectral light. A voice, neither human nor ethereal, whispered in my mind, unraveling the mysteries of the shadows. They were the forgotten, the echoes of those lost in the twilight between life and death. Drawn to the living, they sought solace in shared footsteps, yearning for a connection to the world they once inhabited. As the truth unfolded, a pact was forged between the living and the forgotten. To free them from the perpetual twilight, I had to willingly step into their shadows, embracing the void that bridged the realms. The haunting figures beckoned, their faces imploring me to become one with the spectral tapestry. With trepidation, I stepped forward, the abyss swallowing me whole. The whispers, once dissonant, harmonized into a melodic requiem. The shadows enveloped me, and I felt a strange serenity as I became a silhouette in the fading twilight. No longer tethered to the mortal coil, I walked alongside the forgotten, my footsteps echoing in the abyss. Together, we traversed the twilight, embracing the shared solitude of spectral existence. The whispers of the wind transformed into a haunting melody, a symphony of souls intertwined in the eternal dance between light and shadow.